That night, Yunna sat alone in her room, looking at the necklace Wobin had given her. She had believed their relationship would be easy, but it turned out to be far more complicated. As she reflected on the events, she wondered if she had overreacted and failed to give Wobin a proper chance to explain. Her phone rang repeatedly. It was Wobin calling, but she pushed it aside, unwilling to talk to him. Just then, the maid entered and informed her that Wobin had been standing outside the gate for hours, trying to speak to her. Yunna told her to send him away. The maid explained that she had tried, but he refused to leave. Yunna got up and went outside. Standing behind the closed gate, she asked him what he wanted, reminding him that he had made it clear he didn't want her. Wobin replied that he needed to do this for himself, that it was the only way to move forward. He said he simply wanted to talk things through and say a proper goodbye. He reassured her that he wasn't ending things, but just needed some space to sort out his emotions, promising that he would come back. Yunna remained silent. Wobin told her that since she wouldn't speak to him, he had come to say goodbye in person, and that when he returned, he would be ready to give himself fully to her. He asked her to take care of herself before leaving. On Yunna's birthday, Minsu visited her since she hadn't been answering calls or messages. Yunna's mother welcomed her, expressing relief that Minsu had come. She mentioned that they had all tried to speak to Yunna, but she had locked herself in her room for days. It was her birthday, a day she had planned for months, and yet she was hiding away. Minsu promised to talk to her and made her way to Yunna's room. She stood at the door and gently knocked, asking if Yunna could hear her. When there was no response, Minsu reminded her of their plans and how excited she had been. She told her that she would never turn 20 again and that this was her chance to celebrate. If she wanted to miss such an important day because of a boy, they would understand. But they didn't want her to. Just as she was about to walk away, Yunna opened the door. Seeing how devastated she looked, Minsu pulled her into a warm hug. Later that day, guests gathered at a luxurious venue to celebrate Yunna's birthday. Minsu stood proudly, happy that everything they had envisioned had come to life. Sunjin walked over and thanked her for being able to reach Yunna when no one else could. She told him it was her 20th birthday, something she had looked forward to for so long. She then asked if he had spoken to Wobin. Sunjin shared that he had talked to him the previous week and that Wobin's preparations for Norway were complete. Minsu smiled wistfully, hoping he was settling in well, but mentioned it was unfortunate that Yunna had wanted him by her side on this special day and he couldn't be there. Yunna's ex, a K-pop star, took to the stage and performed as guests waited in anticipation for the birthday girl. Yunna stood outside, ready to walk in. She was no longer a teenager, and although she had imagined this day being extra special with Wobin by her side, things had not turned out as planned. As she approached the door, she suddenly felt someone gently grab her hand. Looking up, her heart skipped a beat. Wobin was standing there with a smile, telling her they should walk in together.